Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So I would like to welcome all of you for our study of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, the magnum opus written by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. We are very fortunate that Srila Prabhupada he has he had translated this wonderful Chaitanya Charitamrita into English language. Um, so while he was doing the translation of Srimad Bhagavatam, he take a pause and he took some time to translate Chaitanya Charitamrita. If that would not have happened, we would not be knowing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? And Chaitanya Charitamrita is very special. It has got good storyline. You know, we see the Mahaprabhu's Mahaprabhu's pastimes. Specifically, we can say that after sannyasa pastime, after sannyasa ashram, taking sannyasa ashram, we can see that after 24 years of his manifested pastime, we can see details in Chaitanya Charitamrita, and those details are not available in other, biographies of Mahaprabhu. At the same time, there are so many lessons we can learn from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So each and every dealings of Mahaprabhu with the devotees, how Mahaprabhu is dealing with the devotees, how devotees are dealing with other devotees. So we can, it's it's an ocean of lessons actually for all of us. So it's our fortune that we got this opportunity to study systematically Chaitanya Charitamrita because of the costless mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So let us offer our humble obeisances at his lotus feet, so that we will be able to study it scrutinizingly, systematically, pleasing Guru and Gauranga. Okay, so today we will be discussing from Adilila, chapter number 4, verses 22 to 26. Right. I hope all of you can see my screen, isn't it? Can you kindly confirm?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. One second. Okay, so let's begin. From verse number 22. Very beautiful verse. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhigaya Tadare Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namah. So verse number 22 and 23 together. Mora putra mora sakha mora pranapati e bhave ye more kare shuddha bhakti आपनाके बाड़ा माने आमारे समाहीन sei bhave nai ami tahara adhin. So beautiful. We will read the translation and purport by our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So translation: if one cherishes pure loving devotion to me, thinking of me as his son, his friend, or his beloved, regarding himself as great and considering me his equal and inferior, I became subordinate to him. So these are actually Krishna's reasons for the descent. So this chapter is entitled Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's internal reasons for the appearance, and particularly this section what we are studying, which includes the reasons for Krishna's descent, and this is what Krishna is thinking before he came as Mahaprabhu. He is thinking in Golak Vrindavan. So many, these thoughts are coming into him. So that is what is being described here in these particular sections. I mean, not these 4-5 shlokas. There are other verses also. So he's saying, Mora Putra. Krishna is saying, Mora Putra means considering me to be their son. Mora Sakha, or friend, or as a friend, or Pranapati. Pranapati means love or conjugal, in the conjugal mode. So A Bhave. So whoever is having that bhava, as a, considering Krishna to be his son or his or her son, or as a friend or as a lover, E Bhave More Kare Shuddha Bhakti. And regarding, and this is, pure loving devotion. This is not even, we know that in Prabhupada actually describes this in the purport also. There are three types of devotional service. One is ordinary bhakti, ordinary devotional service, which is Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, and another one is Shuddha bhakti, which is pure devotional service, and Vidha bhakti, which is mixed devotional service. So we will see that in the purport. So this particular verse is speaking about the Raga Bhakti. So Raga Bhakti is spontaneous loving devotional service. This is not based on any, rules and regulations. So Moraputra, considering Krishna to be our own son, means that can happen only if we have spontaneous love. If we are only having, the rule. I mean, Vaidhi. I mean, if you are following Vaidhi Bhakti, it's, with full of a lot of rules and regulations. So that will not generate this mood. So this is an higher level of devotional service, and Krishna is saying that in the second verse, apana ke bada man. So whoever is considering to be greater than me, or sama means equal, say bhave hai ami tahara adin. I become their, I become subjugated by their love. I become subordinate to those devotees. So Krishna's that bhakta Valsalyam, we can see in this particular section that Krishna is ready to give himself to his devotees. So he loves, he prefers this Raga Bhakti more than Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, because Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti is prominent in Vaikuntha Loka, wherein there is awe and reverence to Lord Vishnu. But in Golok Vrindavan, it is not like that. It is completely spontaneous loving devotion service, which is coming from their heart. So there is no consideration of any rules and regulations. So this is Raga Bhakti. So Krishna is saying that if anybody is following Raga Bhakti, I become their subordinate. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are three kinds of devotion service, namely, ordinary devotion service or bhakti. Shuddha bhakti is pure devotion service. So what is ordinary devotion service? It is nothing but Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. Shuddha bhakti, we can say that pure devotion service or raga bhakti. Prabhupada is explaining in the purport also. And Vidya bhakti is, or mixed devotion service, is nothing but having some desire, material desire. We are performing bhakti, but we are having some material desire, adulterated devotion service, we can say. So he further describes here that I will just read one by one paragraph each, and we will just try to churn some points from that, because Prabhupada, we don't want to miss any sentence written by Prabhupada. We will try to read and try to get some points from that. Yeah. So when he says, Prabhupada says, when devotional service is executed with some material purpose involving fruitive activities, mental speculations, or mystic yoga, it is called mixed or adulterated devotional service. So this is what we were mentioning, that so we are performing devotional service, but there is some involvement of fruitive desires, or kind of mental speculation. So basically, he's saying that some if we are desiring some material prosperities or anything, name, fame, recognition, or anything, but we are performing bhakti, but we have some subtle desires. So that is not pure bhakti. That is vidya bhakti, mixed devotional service. Besides Bhakti Yoga and Bhagavad Gita, besides Bhakti Yoga, the Bhagavad Gita also describes Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. All of you are Bhakti Shastri students, so I'm not going to describe what is Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Dhyana Yoga. All of us know. So Yoga, we know that what is Yoga? Yoga means connecting, linking to Krishna. So if we are linking to Krishna through Karma, that is Karma Yoga. Through jnana, that is jnana yoga. Through dhyana or meditation, that is ashtanga yoga or dhyana yoga. Or if it is through bhakti, that is bhakti yoga. Fruitive activities ending in devotional service, philosophical speculation ending in devotional service, and practice of mysticism ending in devotional service. So all these are karma, jnana, dhyana yoga, which we have already said and we have studied in Bhagavad Gita also. So then Prabhupada says, very importantly, but such devotional service is adulterated by the three kinds of material activities because there is some desire. There is some desire for, having or speculating, or for jnana in terms of karma, or we are desiring something material, or if we are desiring to become a scholar, or if we are desiring to become a great mystic yogi. So all these we can see that some adulteration is there. It's not pure. That's the point. Further, Prabhupada says, for those grossly engaged in identifying the body as the self, pious activity of karma yoga is recommended. So we have studied this in great detail in Bhagavad Gita. So I'm just reading further. For those who identify with mind, with the self, philosophical speculation or jnana yoga is recommended. But devotees standing on the spiritual platform have no need of such material conceptions of adulterated devotion. So Prabhupada saying that devotees who are in the spiritual platform, they don't need, or they are not desiring any kind of material, prosperities or anything, conceptions. They don't have. Adulterated devotional service does not directly aim for love of the Supreme Lord. This is the problem. Adulterated means it has some, ulterior motives. So it is not pure, it's adulterated. So therefore, service performed strictly in conformity with the revealed scriptures is better than Viddha Bhakti. So what is that means? Service performed strictly in conformity with the revealed scriptures. It could be Vaidhi Bhakti, or it could be pure Bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti. So it's not Vidya Bhakti. So Vidya Bhakti is the lowest in the lowest platform because it is having some ulterior motives. It is not free from material contamination. And it is executed in Krishna consciousness solely to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Samsiddhir Hari Toshanam. So that is better than Vidya Bhakti, Prabhupada says. Further, he says, those who are spontaneously devoted to the Lord and have no aims for material gain are called attracted devotees. And they are spontaneously attracted. So, spontaneously attracted to the service of the Lord, and they follow in the footsteps of the realized soul. So, now we are talking, Prabhupada is talking about Raga Bhakti. So, that is, Raga Bhakti is spontaneous attraction to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to Krishna. And spontaneously we are getting attracted to the service of the Lord. And it is Raga Anuga Bhakti. So here Prabhupada clearly says that following in the footsteps of self-realized souls. That means we are following the great souls. That means we are following the Ragatmiga Bhaktas. So who are Ragatmika Bhaktas? Ragatmika Bhaktas are those devotees in the spiritual world, like we can say in Valsalya Rasa, Yashodamai, in Sakhi Rasa, all Krishna's friends, and in Madhurya Rasa, Gopis. They are all Ragatmika Bhaktas. Ragatmika Bhaktas are spontaneous. They perform spontaneous service to Krishna. That their love is not based on any rules and regulations, and we cannot replace their positions in the spiritual world. But what we can do is that we can follow in their footsteps. So those who are following in the footsteps of Ragatmika Bhaktas are called Raganuga Bhaktas. I hope all of you have studied this in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, NOD. So here Prabhupada is mentioning about Raganuga Bhakta, following the footsteps of self-realized soul. And he further says, their pure devotion or Shuddha Bhakti manifested from the pure love of Godhead surpasses the regulative principles of authoritative scriptures. So it is not based on what Prabhupada is saying here, that this Shuddha Bhakti or this spontaneous love is not based on any authoritative scriptures. It is coming directly from their heart of the devotees. No rules and regulations. Ahaituki. That's Ahaituki Bhakti. Okay. Sometimes loving ecstasy transcends regulative principles. Such ecstasy, however, is completely on the spiritual platform and cannot be imitated. This is another important point Prabhupada is making, that we can't imitate the gopis of Vrindavan or the sakhas of Vrindavan. Oh, from tomorrow, let me just consider Krishna as my friend. Because we have not come to that platform. When we practice Krishna consciousness by following the rules and regulations, that is Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, when we become mature in that Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, then by Krishna's mercy, by Guru's mercy, we'll come to the platform of Raganuga bhakti. Till that time, we can't imitate. So Raga Bhakti, Raganuga Bhakti is spontaneous. We don't have, we are not in that state. We are not imitating anybody. It is coming spontaneously from our heart. So till that time, it is important for all of us that Prabhupada is saying it is important for all of us that we have to follow the rules and regulations, which means under a bona fide spiritual master, following the scriptural injunctions, we have to perform, we have to practice Krishna consciousness. And when we become mature, we will be elevated to the platform of Raga Bhakti. So so Prabhupada says it cannot be imitated. So regulative principles help ordinary devotees rise to the stage of perfect love of Godhead. So he's saying that this regulative principle means Vaidhi Bhakti will help an ordinary devotee like all of us to come to the stage of perfect love. That is Raganuga Bhakti. We will be rising to the level of Raganuga Bhakti. And pure love for Krishna is the perfection of pure devotion. So all of us, so our aim of life is not to be always in the platform of Vaidhi Bhakti, dear devotees. Our aim of life is to practice Vaidhi Bhakti and raise to the platform of Raga Bhakti. This is our aim. So always we said, what is your goal of life? We say Krishna Prem, Prema Pumarto Mahan. We always say that pure love of Krishna, right? That pure love of Krishna can be attained only when we are in the platform of spontaneous loving devotional service. And Krishna will be subjugated, or we can say Krishna is saying that I will become subordinate to those devotees who are practicing, or who are having or who are following the raga or spontaneous devotional service. So our aim also should be to rise to that level, but at the same time we cannot imitate now. Seriously, sincerely, we have to practice Vaidhi Bhakti, and with a lot of sincere prayers we have to practice. Then by Krishna's mercy, by Prabhupada's mercy, by our mercy of Guru, we will be attaining that platform. So further Prabhupada says, flawless execution of regulative principles is exhibited in the Vaikuntha planets. So Prabhupada says this, awe and reverence, this is mainly we can find in the Vaikuntha planets, that kind of relationship with the Krishna. But by strictly executing these principles, one can be elevated to the Vaikuntha planets. Which one? By following the regulative principles. But spontaneous pure loving devotee service means Raganuga Bhakti or Raga Bhakti can be found only in Goloka Vrindavan, in Krishna Loga, because that is the only place where we can be friend with Krishna. We can consider Krishna to be our son, or we can consider Krishna to be our lover. So these mellows are not available in Vaikuntha Loka. This is only available in Krishna Loka, or we can say Goloka Vrindavan. So, and all of us are devotees of Krishna. Not only devotees of Krishna. We are aspiring to serve Radha and Krishna, right? And Radha and Krishna is in Golak Vrindavan, not anywhere. He is not. They are not even in Dwaraka, not in Vaikunta. They are in Golak Vrindavan. So to come to that stage, we have to practice Vaidhi Bhakti sincerely under a bona fide spiritual master, and with humility and a lot of sincere prayers, we have to progress. We have to proceed, because humility is very important. If you think that we have already matured, and oh yes, I feel yesterday I got a dream that I was holding Krishna on my shoulders. We may say all this. This is our sahajiya mentality, by the way. we are not at all matured to that stage. There might be devotees who are in that stage, but for I can say from my side that whatever we say, I feel like that. So those are not mature realizations. Because this will be revealed when our spiritual master is pleased with us. Our His Grace Aindra Prabhu, he was a great devotee he was pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada's dear disciple. He was crying to Prabhupada, crying for a number of years to reveal his actual constitutional, what to say, swarup, to understand who he wanted to know. He was crying and praying and doing so many austerities, taking so many austerities. He was doing Chandrayan Vrata, he was doing Chaturmasya, complete fasting, so many austerities he was taking. For what? For revealing his real identity. So he is already a pure devotee. For him, it took many years of sincere practice, and one day Prabhupada revealed to him. Prabhupada is his spiritual master. He revealed to him that his identity is this. He's a gopi in Vrindavan, Manjari. So that happened after long years. So we cannot imitate anybody. We can't imitate any of these great devotees. So it's a long journey for us. So it's a reminder for all of us that we should take Krishna consciousness seriously under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. And when we become mature, we will be able to come to this platform of Raga Bhakti. So let's go to the next verse. Mai Bhaktir hi bhutanam अमृतत्वाय कल्पते दिष्ट्या यद् आसीन्मत् स्नेहो भवाति नामत् आपनः. So translation: devotional service rendered to me by the living entities, living beings, revives their eternal life. O my dear damsels of Vraja, your affection for me is your good fortune, for it is the only means by which you have attained my favor. So let's read the purport. Very beautiful words from Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 82nd chapter actually. Prabhupada says in the purport, pure devotional service is represented in the activities of the residents of Vrajabhumi or Vrindavana. So he's now again speaking about pure devotional service or Shuddha Bhakti or Raga Bhakti, which is there present in the residents of Vrindavan or Vrajabhumi. So what is happening? Srila Prabhupada says during a solar eclipse, all of you have just finished. We had Radha Yatra, right? I hope all these pastime we would have discussed during this time. During a solar eclipse, the Lord came from Dwaraka and met the inhabitants of Vrindavana at Samanta Panchaka. The meeting was intensely painful for the damsels of the Vrajabhumi because Lord Krishna had apparently left them to reside at Dwaraka. So we know all this story that Krishna is leaving Vrindavan and going to Mathura. He's in Vrindavan for almost 9 years or 10 years. Then he is going to Mathura he stays there for 17 years almost, and after that almost 100 years he was in Dwaraka. So this particular episode is happening when he was in Dwaraka. That is after so many years, 100 years, is coming to meet all the Vrajavasis in Kurukshetra during this solar eclipse. The meeting was intensely painful. Yeah, it's already read. But the Lord obligingly acknowledged the pure devotional service of the damsels of Vraja by speaking this verse. So basically, this verse is from Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 82nd chapter, 44th verse. So actually, what is happening is that all of you know that Krishna, he is coming to Kurukshetra, and all the residents of Vrindavan, they are coming to Kurukshetra. So Krishna had not met them for many number of years, 100 years, and Vrajavasis were feeling separation from Krishna, and after their meeting, now Krishna is actually speaking this verse to the gopis. So he's saying that it's very beautiful. You should we should read this in the 10th canto, but anyway, we don't have time. So there Krishna is saying that my gopis, do you remember me? Do you still remember me? He's asking the gopis. Because I'm really sorry that I had to leave Vrindavan and go to save my relatives. I had to do I had so many duties. So but still, do you remember me? So Krishna, gopis are not liking this statements. And Krishna is further asking that he is giving his trying to pacify them by saying that it is all Supreme Lord's desire. He's saying that to gopis. It is the Supreme Lord desire that I had to leave all of you and go to Mathura and Dwaraka. So it is his decision. So what is happening is that, so then he is giving very good example there, that it is like the wind. When the wind is blowing, the clouds and the grasses, everything will come together for some time. Maybe after some time it will be scattering again. So after some time it will come again. Like if there is wind. So Krishna is giving philosophical explanations to the gopis that, oh, you don't have to worry, everything happened because it is Supreme Lord's decision, and it is like like, and he is giving the example of this wind, a massive wind. Because of when there is wind, there is the clouds will come together, and after some time it will be scattered once again. So like that, the Supreme Creator is doing all this. So after hearing all this, and after that, Krishna is reciting that particular verse which we read now, and he's saying that rendering devotional service, he's speaking to them again that rendering a devotional service to me, every living entity becomes qualified and they will get mukti. Krishna is saying, and Krishna says that by your good fortune that you have, all of you have that spontaneous love or raga bhakti or spontaneous love towards me, so you are all safe. So Srila Krishnadas, so Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura in his commentary, he's saying that gopis are replying to this, to Krishna, saying that you are blaming the Supreme Lord. You are blaming the Supreme Lord, that Supreme Lord, because of Supreme Lord's decision, you went. But but then they saying that you are very clever. You are a very clever person. Everybody in this world knows that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and you are saying this all to me, and we and we and Krishna, then they saying that you are the Supreme Lord, everybody knows, but you are now trying to what to say, trick on us and blaming the Supreme Lord. You are the same Supreme Lord. So Krishna, then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur again says there that Krishna is thinking like, yes, if this is true, he is telling the gopis, if this is true, then I must be God, but I'm but I'm conquered by your loving affection. Krishna is saying, and this very beautiful conversation. Anyway, all of you can read or study when we study the 10th canto. So the point is that for us, the take-home point for all of us is that if we are developing that spontaneous love towards Krishna, then Krishna will be subordinated to that devotee. So Krishna is ready to sell off himself to those pure devotees. Okay, few more beautiful verses we are going to see now. Next verse 24. Mata more putra bhave kare na bandhana, atihi na jnane kare lalana palana. Beautiful. This is speaking, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is speaking about the Vatsalya Rasa. Translation by Prabhupada. He says, Mother sometimes bind me. Krishna is thinking. By the way, as I mentioned, Krishna is thinking all this, in the spiritual world. He is sitting, he is there. Before he is coming as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is contemplating on all these things. So he is saying that Krishna says, Mother sometimes bind me as her son, and she nourishes me and protects me. Sometimes she nourishes me because Yashoda Rani is feeding Krishna. Every day she feeds nice food so that Krishna is nourished, and also protecting. She is protecting Krishna. Krishna is the protector of everybody, but what to speak of the motherly love of Yashoda Rani? She is protecting Krishna. And Krishna is saying that I am thinking me utterly helpless in front of my mother because of her spontaneous love. So that is Yashoda Rani's love. So we can see that in the Krishna's Leela's pastimes, Yashoda Rani, she had unconditional, unmotivated, pure Valsalya love, Valsalya bhava, and she considers Krishna to be her own son. And we know there's so many stories. Whenever Krishna is killing the demons, everybody will come and tell Yashoda Rani, "Oh, your son is so powerful. Your son is not an ordinary." So Yashoda Rani says, "Yeah, I'm not saying that my son is powerful. My husband is a very great devotee of Vishnu. So he is having Shaligram Shila, is worshipping Vishnu every day. So Vishnu is coming and doing all this. My son, you don't know my son. I know his, he is not, he is even afraid of thunder and lightning. Whenever there is thunder, he is coming and hiding behind my sari. And you are saying that he is killing all these big demons. Oh, no, no, that will not be my son. That will be definitely Vishnu. So this is the love, Yashodarani's love is being expressed through her um, loving affection. So we can see here in the particular verse which we read, Krishna is saying that sometimes my mother will bind me. So we know all this, we know this beautiful story of Damodar Leela, wherein Krishna is bound by the affection or love of Yashodarani, right? So beautiful. We are not going to the Leela, but we can remember this pastime now and just see Krishna is, our Acharya says, Krishna is like a bumblebee. Krishna is compared to a bumblebee. So what is the characteristics of a bumblebee? Bumblebee is actually, it has got a lot of strength. It is, even though it looks very small, it can even cut through the woods. Hmm? So we know that Krishna killed so many demons, including Kamsa and all, so many demons. But the problem is that he is getting stuck in the love of the mother's, lotus of mother's love. He's like a bumblebee. He's going and sitting in the world of the lotus flower, which is Yashodarani's love, and he's drinking the nectar of that Valsalya Rasa, Valsalya Prema, and he's forgetting that he's Supreme Lord. So that is the beauty. That is the beauty of all this spontaneous love, and we can see this Damodar Leela, very beautiful Leela. There are our acharyas are describing about many contradictions of Damodar Leela. So I will just share few contradictions. Very beautiful to hear. Acharya says Krishna has so many qualities. We know Krishna has unlimited qualities, right? So one of the contradiction of Damodar Lila, okay, one is that Krishna is called as Aptakam. What is the meaning of Aptakam? Aptakam means he who is always self-satisfied and complete. That means Krishna never feels hungry or thirsty like us. We feel hungry, we feel thirsty, right? But Krishna is Aptakam. Hmm? He is always self-satisfied and he's always complete. But that Krishna, who is Aptakam, he is developing a desire to drink milk from the breast of his mother. Oh, it's a contradiction. He cannot be called as Aptakam. And another contradiction is that he is Atmaram. Krishna is Atmaram. What is the meaning of Atmaram? Atmaram means whatever we give to Krishna, he is satisfied. There is no demand from Krishna. He says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Daivi, give me a fruit, a flower, I am happy. He is not demanding anything. But Krishna in this particular Damodar Leela, we can see he is not following this principle of Atmaram. He wants more and more milk. He is not satisfied. Mother is giving him some milk, but after some time we know that she had to go to save the milk in the stove, and she is keeping Krishna aside, and Krishna is not happy with that. Krishna wants more and more milk from Mother Yashoda. So that Krishna being an Atmaram, there is a contradiction here in the, so he's an Aptakam, but he's again, that is being broken now here. Contradiction is there, and he's an Atmaram. He's self-satisfied, but he's desiring for more and more milk from Yashoda. And another contradiction is that he is actually is Gunatita, Trigunatita. He's beyond the three modes of material nature. We know that. But we know in Damodar Leela, Krishna is getting angry. So anger is in the mode of material mode, right? But Krishna is getting angry. He is biting the lips. So one Acharya is saying that Vyayado Vishaya Pumsa Sanghas Teshu Bajayade Sanghas Sanghayade Kama Krodha Vishayade. So if the lust is not fulfilled, anger comes. So Acharya says that Krishna had a strong desire to drink milk from Yashodarani, but that was not fulfilled. Because of that, he got angry. So he is not Trigunatita. Our Acharya says. So that is the love. So another contradiction is that Krishna is Lakshmi Pati. Krishna is the husband of goddess of fortune, and that husband of Lakshmi is stealing the butter. Oh, 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 oh. Another contradiction by one Acharya is saying that Krishna is actually Ajita. Ajita means nobody can win over Krishna. Nobody can conquer Krishna. We know the story of Kalayavan, wherein Kalayavan was following Krishna. Krishna was just walking. Kalayavan was running, but he was not able to catch. But that same Krishna, when he is in the Damodar Lila, Yashodarani is running behind Krishna and catching him. So that Ajita is becoming Jita. He is being conquered by the love. So beautiful. Okay, another contradiction is Krishna is Abhaya. What is the meaning of Abhaya? Means fearlessness personified. But if you see the Damodar Lila, Krishna is becoming fearful by seeing the stick in the hand of Yashodarani. By seeing the stick, he is crying. We know that Rudandam Muhur Netra Yugmam Mrujantam Karamboja Yugmena Sa Atanga Netram. Oh ho ho, Atanga, terror. He was having terror in his eyes. And then he's crying. Muhu Swasa Kampa. He's like crying and like this. Muhu Muhu means repeatedly. So beautiful, right? So he is actually Abhaya or fearlessness personified, but that Krishna is fearing the stick of Yashodarani. So that is another contradiction. Yeah. So another one more, just to add, he is called as Mukunda, right? One of his Krishna's name is Mukunda. Meaning of Mukunda is one who is giving liberation. But that person who is giving liberation to everybody is getting bound by his mother because of the love, because of loving. So this is spontaneous love, dear devotees. In the Valsila this is the spontaneous love. So spontaneous love or Raga Bhakti is not only for the gopis. We should understand. It is so Raga Bhakti is basically spontaneous love. It could be in Valsila it could be in fraternal friendship, it could be in Madhurya also, right? So Krishna is in this particular verse which we are discussing. Krishna is saying that sometimes my mother binds me and sometimes she protects me, thinking that I am helpless. So let's go to the next verse. Two more verses we need to do. Next verse is talking about Sakhyaras. So now we saw Valsilaras. Now Krishna is, now here we can see fraternal friendship. Sakhyaras. Sakha Shuddha Sakhya Kare Skanda Arohan Tumi Kon Bada Loka Tumi Ami Sama. So Krishna is saying, my friends climb on my shoulders in pure friendship, saying, what kind of big man are you? What is the difference between you and me? We are all equal. You and I are equal. You are thinking that you are something great. No, we are Krishna's friends are climbing on Krishna's shoulder. Just imagine, their devotees. That is Golok Vrindavan. We are here in this material world, and we don't know what actually friendship is. This is the actual friendship, right? So we all, Krishna is showing all these pastimes, or revealing all these pastimes to me, to all of us. For what? Just to attract all of us to Krishna. So we can see so many beautiful pastimes of Krishna with his friends. One time Krishna had a fist fight, with his friends. Like, there were two teams. One is Krishna's team and one is Balram's team. So you know what will happen? Balram is stronger than Krishna. And in the fight, Balram's team is winning, and Krishna was the leader of the other team. So Krishna had to take the winning party on the shoulders, and walk around. Hmm. So, but Krishna is very smart. We know that. So whenever he is defeating in any games, he will say that I think my mother is calling me. I have to go now. Sorry. So we can play tomorrow. So they will say, what, we can't hear your mother's call. So Krishna will say, how can you hear my mother's call? My mother's call only I can hear. So then they will say, what kind of person are you? Hmm? You are always making fun of us, and you are always beating us, and if you are losing the game, you are saying all this, huh? So what kind of, then Krishna will say, you don't know I am the Supreme Lord. Huh? You don't know who I am. I am the Supreme Lord. Then they will say, this is a joke of the day. They will discuss among the others and say, did you hear what Krishna said? He is saying that he is the Supreme Lord. He will. All of them will make fun of Krishna. Then Krishna will seriously say, but you just think, you have seen I have been killing so many demons. Huh? Then still you are not believing me that I am the Supreme Lord. So the friends will say, oh Krishna, please stop all this. Your father is a great devotee of Vishnu. Actually, during that emergency situation, Vishnu is coming and entering into your body, and Vishnu is killing. After killing the demon, Vishnu is going back. This is what is happening. Don't try to fool us. So like that, so many pastimes are there. Another one more pastime we'll discuss, then we'll go to the next verse. Very beautiful friendship of Krishna. One day Krishna and friends were playing, and that time, this is a very beautiful game they were playing. Like, one person has to be a denner means he has to stand, um, you know you know uh, like yeah, he has to stand with keeping his two hands down, and it's like, yeah, donkey kind of, yeah. So others will run from distance and jump above, above that, like we do in the long, what is a high jump in the schools, right? There will be a stick, and above that we need to jump. So instead of the stick, the person, the friend, one person has to stand. So so it is a very beautiful game wherein it's not just only jumping. So whenever whoever is jumping, he will beat the person who is standing as a dinner. This is the game. Hmm? Beat or slap. So everybody is, all of them are playing, and Krishna is very smart, and he will jump. Whoever is standing, he will jump across them, and he used to give nice slaps, or beat actually, to all those friends. So this is happening, and finally what happened is that everybody is waiting for an opportunity for Krishna to become the dinner, because whenever others are in this position, Krishna is giving tight slap and beat, to these all these friends. All of them are waiting for an opportunity to give him back. So what happened is that one day, when they're playing, so one boy, he was the dinner. So that time, what happened? A small bumblebee came. A bumblebee came, and that bumblebee was moving around that boy. So he was a little scared, and Krishna was about to jump. He was running from a distance and coming here, and then he is trying to jump over this boy, but this boy was disturbed because of the bumblebee. And what happened? He could not jump. So if somebody could not jump, what the rule is that he has to become the dinner next time. That is how the game goes. What happened? Krishna could not jump, and all the boys were very happy. Oh, now Krishna is going to be the dinner. They were all waiting for this opportunity to beat Krishna. So all the boys were very happy. Krishna, now you have to become the dinner. And so when this happened, Krishna said again, his you know is always he says like that, I want to go home. It is not my mistake. Krishna first said, it is not my mistake. No, this boy, he moved. He should not move. If you are a dinner, he have to be, he should not move here and there, but he moved. Huh? Then all of them said, no, 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 it's not because of his fault. There was a bumblebee, but you could not jump, so you have to become the dinner. Then Krishna said, no, if that is the case, then I want to go home because I can't be the dinner because I'm the supreme lord. I can do all these things. He's saying, then his friends are saying that if you are not becoming the dinner, from tomorrow onwards, you don't have to come and play with us. You can't play with us. That is for sure. Finally, Krishna had to agree to become the dinner, and the boys are very happy and they're running one by one. They're standing in the line and coming and jumping and beating Krishna right front. With their hands, they are beating Krishna. Krishna is every jump he's getting 2-3 beats from his friends. So Krishna was tired. So the interesting part is that all the devatas all the devatas, they are watching this wonderful pastime happening in Vrindavan. So Indra, Chandra, Surya, everybody is watching this. Oh, they were very excited, and then they were discussing among themselves. It is very wonderful. Then let us go and participate also in this. In this game. Then the Devatas decided, starting with Indra. So let us participate in this game. Then what they did is that first Indra said, I will go. Then he disguised as a cowherd boy and he came. Then Indra is standing in the line among all these friends. But Indra is little bit afraid also because he has not seen Supreme Lord like this, in this particular beautiful form, because he is a devotee of Vishnu, but now he is seeing Krishna, but he has that desire to play with Krishna. So what is happening is that Indra is standing in the line. When Indra's turn came, Indra started running and he was trying to jump. Just he came close to Krishna, he was trying to jump. At the same time, what happened? Indra fell down because Indra started chanting the Purusha Sukta, because he is saying Lord Vishnu is lying in the Ananta Shesh, on the Ananta Shesh. He is not seeing Krishna there. And so all these other devatas, they were making fun of Indra. All of them were laughing on Indra, saying that what you were saying so many things and what you could not jump. So Surya said, then I will do. Let me go. So Indra came back, Surya went. Then he also happened to be, he all of them in Surya, Chandra, everybody is going and they were trying to participate in this pastime, but they are not able to do that because they are all loving Krishna in the mood of awe and reverence. So this is the point connecting to our first verse which we studied today. Because all of them are saying Krishna, they are not having the Raga Bhakti. They are having, they are in the mode of awe and reverence, Dasi Bhav. So they can't participate in such pastimes. So like this, so many pastimes are there, dear devotees. The point is that it is very, very clear that it is not easy to enter into Krishna's pastimes. It is not easy to enter into this Raga Bhakti. For that, Srila Rupa Goswami says, there is only one price. What is that? Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavidamati Kredam Yadi Kutopi Labhyate Tatra Laulyam Api Mulyam Ekalam Janma Kodi Sukraterna Labhyate. So Srila Rupa Goswami is saying that Tatra Laulyam. What is that? This spontaneous loving devotion service can be only obtained by paying one price, that is laulyam. What is that laulyam? Laulyam in a good context. Intense greed to obtain that. And Rupa Goswami says if it is available somewhere, one must purchase it without any delay. So we have this, by the way, Srila Prabhupada has given us. Srila Prabhupada has given us everything, dear devotees. So we have to desire for it and work for it. So we have to now follow Vaidhi Bhakti. Definitely Raga Bhakti is waiting for all of us. So, but we should have that desire. We should have the desire to enter Golok Vrindavan and to be with Krishna. In whatever mood we are worshipping Krishna, or like Vatsalya Rasa, we don't know now what is our eternal constitutional relationship with Krishna. No problem, but we can all desire that one day our Guru and Krishna will reveal our actual constitutional uh, bhava, then we will be able to enter into the pastimes. So many beautiful descriptions are there in the fraternal relationship with Krishna. We don't have time. I think we have one more verse to cover. Let us see, but there is a purport also. Let us go to the next verse. Okay. Priya yadi mana kare karaye Barsana Vedastuti Haite Hare Sei Mora Mana. Prabhupada says in the translation, if my beloved consort reproaches me in a sulky mood, that steals my mind from the reverent hymns of the Vedas. So here, no, first verse we discussed, second verse we discussed about paternal, the parental Valsalya Bhava. Secondly, the previous verse was on the friendship. Here it is on the Madhurya. So here it says that the man, sulky mood means man. So man kari, sulky mood. So Krishna is saying that whoever is approaching me with that sulky mood or man, basically this is the relationship of gopis with Krishna, and that steals my mind from the reverent hymns of the Vedas. All the hymns of Vedas are insignificant in front of this bhava, or this mood of the gopis. So we'll quickly go through the purport and come within 5 minutes, and we'll conclude. Srila Prabhupada says in the purport, according to the Upanishads, all living entities are dependent on the supreme living entity, the personality of Godhead. As it is said, Kata Upanishad, Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam, Ego Mahunamno Vidadi Kaman. One eternal living entity supports all other eternal living entities. Because the Supreme Personality of Godhead maintains all other living entities, they remain subordinate to the Lord, even when joined with Him in the reciprocation of loving affairs. Why Srila Prabhupada has given this paragraph for us to understand is again saying, because we were discussing about the spontaneous love, right, in the previous verses. But the point Srila Prabhupada is trying to make is that whatever it is, Krishna is Krishna. We are always subordinate to Him. That we should not forget. So here that's what Prabhupada says, that He is the Supreme Lord. He is the maintainer of everything. So we are always subordinate to Krishna. Never ever think that, okay, the mood in Vrindavan is different. That is, we can't imitate now. So we should always remember that we are subordinate to Krishna, even when joined with Him in the reciprocation of loving affairs. So now for all of us, the mood should be like we are all eternal servants of Krishna. Jivera Swarup hoye Krishnera Nitya Das. Dasa Dasanu Das. That should be our mood. And once we practice in this mood, then later on Krishna will reveal to us. We will be able to rise to the platform of Raga. Okay. Prabhupada further says, but in the course of exchanging transcendent love of the highest purity, sometimes the subordinate devotee tries to predominate over the predominator. One who lovingly engages with the Supreme Lord as if he were his mother or father sometimes supersedes the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Similarly, his fiancée or lover sometimes supersedes the position of the Lord. But such attempts are exhibitions of the highest love. So basically, we are not explaining now here, because already we discussed about Valsalya Rasa. Second sentence was basically on the Valsalya Rasa. Second was fiancé, that Madhurya. But such attempts are exhibitions of the highest love. So these are highest love. Only out of pure love does the subordinate lover of the Supreme Personality of Godhead chide him, means can scold. This scolding, in the Valsalya Rasa, we can see Yashodarani is scolding Krishna. Even in Madhurya also, sometimes the gopis chastise Krishna. Krishna is ready to, accept that. That can only happen in the spontaneous loving devotional service. The exhibition of natural love makes such activities very enjoyable. In worship of the Supreme Lord with veneration, there is no manifestation of such natural love, because the devotee considers the Lord his superior. So again, coming to the point that in the mood of awe and veneration, there is no such spontaneous love. Regulative principles in devotional service are meant for those who have not invoked their natural love of the Godhead. So Prabhupada says that it is for all of us. Regulative principles in devotional service is Vaidhi Bhakti. So we have to follow that because we have not invoked the spontaneous love yet. When natural love arises, all regulative methods are surpassed and pure love is exhibited between the Lord and the devotee. So from Vaidhi Bhakti, we will be rising to the level of Raga Bhakti. Although such a platform of love, the devotee sometimes appears to predominate over the Lord or transgress the regulative principles. Such dealings are far more advanced than ordinary dealings through the regulative principles with awe and veneration. So Prabhupada is telling us that the platform of Raga Bhakti is far beyond or above the Vaidhi Bhakti, because there is spontaneous love in the Raga platform. A devotee who is actually free from all designations due to complete attachment in love for the supreme exhibits spontaneous love for Godhead, which is always superior to the devotion of regulative principles. So again the point, it is the Raganuga platform is higher than the Vaidhi Bhakti. The informal language used between lover and the beloved is indicative of pure affection. So in the Raga Bhakti there is no formality, it's completely informal. When devotees worship their beloved as the most venerable object, spontaneous loving sentiments are observed to be lacking. A neophyte devotee who follows the Vedic instructions that regulate those who lack pure love of Godhead may superficially seem more exalted than a devotee in the spontaneous love of Godhead. Very important point. So a neophyte devotee, sometimes think that, oh, I am following all the rules and regulations, this person is not following, because we don't know what is their level. Now if you go to Vrindavan, we can see there are so many babas, pure devotees, and we may think that they are not taking bath, oh, they are having long beard, they are not taking bath, but we don't know their level of devotion. We may compare, or this is a, so all these thoughts, if it is coming to us, that means we are still neophyte. Okay, Prabhupada is reminding us. So pure devotees, they are beyond. The spontaneous love is beyond all the rules and regulations. But we can't imitate till we attain that maturity. So, but in the fact, Prabhupada says, but in fact, such spontaneous pure love is far superior to regulated devotional service. It is far superior. Such pure love of Godhead is always glorious in all respects, more so than reverential devotional service rendered by a less affectionate devotee. So, dear devotees, Srila Prabhupada is, saying here the importance or the level of Raga Bhakti, and it is far beyond the rules and regulations, or we can say the Vaidhi Bhakti. Why Prabhupada is saying all this? He is actually telling us we have to rise to that level one day. For that, we should follow Vaidhi Bhakti properly now. So now our duty is to properly follow whatever our Guru Maharaj is saying, whatever Srila Prabhupada is saying through his purports, instruction, following their instructions, and practicing Krishna consciousness seriously and sincerely. This is what we need to do without wasting any time. We should take up Krishna consciousness seriously, and then one day our Guru and Srila Prabhupada and Krishna will reveal to us, and then we will be coming to this spontaneous love. So let us, or so our aim should not be only this Vaidhi Bhakti, dear devotees. We should aim for Raga Bhakti. That is our aim. So, but we can't jump to that place, jump to that level. We have to, like we have to enter into medical school. We have to go to the school. We have to go to primary school, high school, college. Then we are entering to the medical school, like that. So we are in that journey. But in that journey, we should be good students, right? We should follow Srila Prabhupada's instructions, following his purports. All his purports are having so many instructions. So if we follow that, we will be successful, and one day all of us will be in the Raga platform, and we'll be entering into that spiritual world, and we'll be playing with Krishna, or we'll be patting Krishna as our own son. So we don't know what is our mood, but let us all pray for that. Let us all have that desire. At the same time, let us all work for it without wasting time. Gaur Premanande. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय,
की
जगत
जय
गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय,
की जय
सचिनंदन श्री गौर हरि की जय, जय
जय
जय श्री राधे श्याम श्री
हाँ
वृंदावन धाम की जय.
की जय
Thank you. I'm
Prabhuji,
sorry
I
I
have
took
one question.
little more time. Yes, Mataji, please.
I'll just take another minute of yours. So, Prabhuji, like now we are all like practicing Krishna consciousness, and while we are in this, like we are following the regulative principles, and we are still not there in the pure, loving, spontaneous love of Krishna. So, even now, when we say that, okay, Krishna is my best friend, or Krishna is like my son, so is that okay? Like,
uh, I don't know in what level we are saying that. If it is something, it can be Sahajiya also. If it is not properly, it is not in the proper way. Sometimes we have a tendency to say that, oh yeah, oh mera bacha hai, oh hai. It is like, we are taking it that relationship very cheaply. That should not be the case. This should
no,
come from the
like
heart.
if we are saying that, okay, we trust him and we have that unflinching faith,
No
and we
problem.
always treat him like that, so that's
Yeah.
okay, right?
No, that is okay. That is okay. But it's not. It should not be like what to say, artificial.
Yeah,
Or we can
of
say
course.
duplicitous. It should not be duplicitous. Okay, we can. Okay, we can say that Krishna is our best friend because definitely he is our best friend.
Right.
Suhridam Sarva Bhudanam, right? He is our best friend, no doubt. But in that mood also, we have to be careful that we are not, we are not breaking that boundary in the sense we should always have that respect and awe and reverence also. That doesn't mean that we should be always like, we should desire for Raga Bhakti, but we should not forget that Krishna is the Supreme Lord because we have not come to that platform of spontaneous love. So till that time, we should have some dasya bhav, no doubt. And we can see the dasya bhav in all the rasas. Even in Madhurya rasa, dasya bhav is there, right? That mood is there. So nothing wrong in saying or thinking that Krishna is my best friend, but we should be careful. We should not, go beyond that boundary and disrespecting Krishna, seeing Krishna's position. Oh no, no, ye bacha hai, mera hai, aisa hai. Not taking it very lightly. That should not be because people new devotees will try to imitate that. If we are not, if we are
Right.
not following things properly, they will also start saying all this. So it will be an offense. So we have to be little.
Prabhuji, aren't we supposed to keep this relationship ourselves, not to, it's a secret for ourselves, not to expose to other people?
Of course, Narottam Das Thakur says in his Vaishnava song that we should hide our bhajan, our realizations. Actually, we should hide. We should not expose to others. We should not say in front of others saying that, oh, yesterday, I got a dream. Krishna came in my dream and he did like that. I was stealing. He was stealing butter. I was with him. Krishna actually, he took my help to get the butter. All these things we will say. Maybe we might be getting the dream, but if you're saying this in front of others, that will be our last dream. By the way, you will not get dream again. Krishna will take away that mercy because we are becoming little proud. Krishna can see this is something, dear devotees, we should always remember. Krishna doesn't like pride. Krishna doesn't like pride at all. So we have to be very humble. So if we are speaking like this, some revelations, better to, we should not do that. So that mercy will go. Like for example, if somebody is standing 32 rounds, 64 rounds, if you are telling everybody that, oh, I'm chanting 64 rounds in Brahma Muhurta, oh no, within few days, 64 will come to 32. After some time, it will be 16. We don't know what after that. So we have to be really careful. As you rightly mentioned, those things, those revelations, let us keep in our heart.
And
We
Prabhuji,
can
why I asked was because a lot of people keep telling, like, even they are devotees, oh, Krishna is like my child, oh, Krishna is like my.
let them say, Mataji, no problem. We are not going to correct them or criticize. No, that is not our duty. We should understand the Siddhanta. We should understand the principle, how we should take this and deal with that.
Okay,
So we are nobody to correct anybody, right?
correct.
Right.
Yeah.
We are no one. We are nobody to see any. We should not see anything wrong in others. Basically, we should not criticize. Even somebody is doing wrong, we are no. We are not the right person to. There is Guru Maharaj or Srila Prabhupada is there to take care of them. We should not find faults in others. We should try to find good in others. So let them. Okay, no problem. that is their mood. That's okay. We don't comment on that. If that person is under our, for example, if we are the mentor of that person, we can, we can present this in a good way to make them understand. If they are under our mentorship, like that. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, it's not. We should not do that. All right.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, one more question. We just mentioned about that Krishna did not do it, Vishnu Bhagwan was doing. So same thing came 2 days ago. We discussed the verse 8 on the same chapter, verse 8. Swayam Bhagnare Karma Nahe Baraharan Stita Karta Vishnu Karena Jagat Palan. So in that verse, there says Krishna Bhagwan was not doing, but Vishnu was doing that verse.
Vishnu was doing?
Vishnu was doing, not Krishna did it. Verse 8. Yeah,
okay. Okay, what was your point, Mataji? I need to see the verse. What was the point?
So the point is, you were mentioning that Krishna did it, not the Vishnu. But here in that verse, 2 days ago, we learned that Vishnu did it.
Vishnu did what, actually?
All the things, whatever Krishna did, killing the Rakshasa and all those
of course.
things. It was the Vishnu.
See, I will explain that. So actually, Krishna, again, our acharyas are,
it's
giving
a
so many details.
Virodhavas.
No, it's not Virodha. See, it's not like that. So Krishna, Vishnu, all the incarnations are there in Krishna. We should understand that. Whenever Krishna descends, all the incarnations are in him, because he is the avatari Purush. No, he is the source of all incarnations. So when he comes, Vishnu is there in him. So our Acharya says that Krishna, there are two Krishnas basically. One is Vasudeva Krishna, one is Yashoda Krishna. So who is Vrindavan is Yashodarani's Krishna, and Devaki Rani's Krishna is Kshatriya, and other is Vaishya. So both of them are coming together actually. So Vasudeva Krishna is coming to Vrindavan, and Vasudeva Maharaj is keeping Krishna next to Yashodarani, right? And our Acharya says that both of them, that Vasudeva Krishna is entering into the body of Yashoda Krishna, and all these pastimes happening, Damodar Leela and all this, and Krishna is hiding behind the sari when there is thunder. This is all Vaishya. That's all Yashoda Krishna. Whenever there is a demon, he is killing the demons. That is our Kshatriya Krishna or Vasudeva Krishna. So like that. So even if we say Krishna did, nothing wrong, because Vishnu is inside Krishna. Vishnu, all incarnations are in Krishna. So in that way. Okay. Okay, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think we need to stop here. I need to go and take the darshan of Radha Shamsudar. So kindly please allow me to go there. Thank you so much, dear devotees. Very happy to see many of you again. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Very wonderful class. Thank you. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Thank you. So, Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhya cha.
Thank Prabhu.
Patatanam pavane devesha. Thank you so much. Hari bol.
Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo.